Are you currently in a relationship, maybe with a boyfriend, girlfriend, jowa, live-in partner, or a husband or wife? Or perhaps you're single and you're thinking of getting into a relationship. Now, my question is, should you change for your partner? Stay tuned, because I'm going to be talking about that next. Welcome back, and first things first, this is a special edition of my vlog because it is a Valentine's Day vlog. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you lovers and mga heart-crazed people out there. So ayaw na pula, di ba? So happy Valentine's. So I don't know if you're gonna be spending it with someone special or alone. Okay, so it's really up to you how you wanna spend today, no? But since it's Valentine's Day, I wanna talk about something related to relationships, about love. Yan. So, balikan natin yung question ko, no? My question is, kung nasa relasyon ka, should you change for your partner? You know, we've all been asked that, or maybe we've encountered that thought or that question. Okay, and speaking of things that we've heard before or encountered, I'm sure nadinig na ninyo yung stay the way you are, never change for your partner, or the person, if he really loves you, he should accept you, including all of your flaws. Yan yung mga eme-eme na ganyan, no? So, when you really think about it, meron naman talagang truth doon sa statement na yun, no? Kaya lang, ito kasi yung point. You know, you look at several relationships. Ako kasi naniniwala ako there is hardly a perfect fit. Okay? O yung talagang MFEO, alam niyo MFEO, yung made for each other. Ito yung talagang perfect fit kayo sa isa't isa. Okay, so parang feeling ko pag nakakuha ka or nakakita ka ng taong talagang MFEO with you, talagang jumakpat ka or bumonus. Okay? But the reality of life is that medyo madalang or hardly ever is there a perfect fit, okay, for two individuals that are going into a relationship. Okay? So, with that said, ano yung answer ko doon sa question ko sa opening of the vlog? Well, the answer is actually no and yes. So, hindi ako makadecide. But then, let me qualify that answer. Okay? Depende, no? Meron tayo dapat premise kung bakit ko sinasabi na no, you shouldn't change for your partner, at ba't ko rin sinasabi na yes, you should change for your partner. Meron mga bagay, there are things that you should never really change about yourself. Okay? Kasi nga, you might have encountered this or nadinig mo na, somebody might have said this na parang, siguro, kung naging ano lang ako, XYZ, and by XYZ, ito yung mas funny, mas witty, nag-YOLO lang ako, mas liberated, etc. Siguro, mas mamahalin niya ako. Yan yung mga ganyan, yung mga medyo wishful thinking, or yung mga nag-iisip ng things that are not characteristic of him or her. Okay? So, that mindset is actually quite destructive. Okay? And sabi nga natin, di ba, your partner should actually love you for what you are, who you are, for your core. Okay? So, kung ano man gusto mong itawag dun sa core na yun, yung essence, your soul, ang iyong pagkatao, okay? That is the reality of it. Kaya kanya nga minahal dahil nga kung sino ka or kung ano ka. So, yun yung premise, okay? Nung why you shouldn't change yourself per se, okay? So, which makes me circle back to that very first consideration that I want. Ang tanong, ang babaguhin mo ba ay kung ano ka? Okay? So what you are, who you are, and what you stand for. So, ang kailangan mo bang baguhin ay ang pagkatao mo, ang paniniwala mo? Are you supposed to modify your core? And by core, I mean your core values, your beliefs, among others. Kung iyon ang consideration ng tanong na yon, the answer is a very categorical na no, you should not change for your partner. Okay? Sabi ko nga, hindi mo dapat binabago ang iyong core, kung ano ka, kung sino ka, ano ang essence mo, at ano ang iyong tunay na pagkatao. So ano itong mga bagay na pwede mong baguhin, okay? A good change that you can do na hindi mo kailangan baguhin ng core mo or ang iyong pagkatao. So these are your attitude, your behavior, your habit, and your overall interaction with your partner. So yung mga bagay na yon ay kaya mo yung kontrolin, and by being able to control them, it means pwede mo siyang baguhin for the better, aka the good change. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng change ay masama, detrimental, or negative. Okay? So, let's talk about ano yung mga pwede mong baguhin, particularly a good change in you. So, I have a few examples of ano tong mga bagay na pwede mong baguhin. But before I even go to those examples, I wanna just put on the table yung concept ng compromise. Okay? So, you might have heard that, no? So, ang compromise, in essence, ang sinasabi lang nun, you give up something, aka you sacrifice it. Okay? You give up something so that the two of you, in this case, your partner, will meet halfway. And by meeting halfway, ibig sabihin nun, needless to say, your partner will also sacrifice or give up something. Okay? Para mag-meet kayo halfway. Hindi yung pwedeng ako yung laging tama or siya yung laging tama. Okay? Or none of us is correct. Okay? And that being said, meron kasing concept si Stephen R. Covey yung lumalaban dyan sa compromise. Ang sinasabi niya yung think, win-win, or no deal. Medyo controversial kasi yung think, win-win versus compromise. Kasi nga, ang sinasabi nito, kailangan pareho tayong happy. Si think, win-win, or no deal. Kailangan pareho tayong happy. We don't have to give up something. Okay? Kasi pag nag-give up ka ng something, there's a part of you na hindi masaya. Okay? Kaya nga, hindi ka nag-win. No? So, partially winning ka lang. So, yun yung concept ng win-win or no deal. Pero, huwag natin pag-usapan yung dito, pampagulo yun. I wanna talk about compromise. Okay? So, yun. So now, here's the first example, no? Yung inyong social interaction habits or behavior. Kasi, let's face it, if you are in a when you are in a relationship, hindi ka na solo or hindi lang kayo nabubuhay ng kayong dalawa lang in a bubble. So, chances are, syempre meron siyang friends, meron siyang family, and so do you. Okay, so magkakaroon kayo ng interaction socially. So, halimbawa, ako, in my example, sobra akong extroverted, no? Pag nasa party, ano ako, bumabangka, madaldal, supposedly life of the party, tapos kunwari yung partner ko, ano naman siya, introverted. So, mahiyain, hindi siya nagsasalita, the thinking type, tapos nandun na sa isang sulok, umiinom lang, or nag-observe. Okay? I'm not saying na kailangan namin baguhin yung aming personality or pagkatao per se, na kailangan ako mag-shut up ako, or siya naman maging overnight, maging life of the party. I'm just saying that there needs to be a compromise. Na kapag lumalabas na kami, okay, nung partner ko, kailangan medyo mag-level up siya ng slight. No? Kailangan, dapat mag-start siyang makipagkwentuhan doon sa mga kaibigan ko, or kunwari, yung mami ko nandyan, medyo chumami-chami siya doon sa mami ko, yung mga ganun levels. Tapos ako naman, siguro para din hindi ko siya ma-overshadow bilang ako yung extroverted, wag din ako masyadong pabibo. Yan, yung mga ganun, di ba? So, do not hug the spotlight kung ikaw yung extrovert. Okay, nag-give or take, nag-give and take kayong dalawa. So, yun yung isang naiisip ko about social interaction that may be altered or may be modified for the better. That's number one. O, second example, ito yung mga bad habits na meron ka when you were single. Okay? Kasi, yun na nga, sabi ko nga, change for the better, no? So, malamang, bad yung habit mo. So, the only way to go is to go better, okay? For it to be a good habit instead of a bad habit. So, alam mo, ang naiisip ko ngayon, kasi ako, ang love language ko, kasi quality time. And because of that, I really value time above a lot of other things. Okay? So, ang naisip kong example dito sa bad habit na to ay yung pagiging late. Okay? So, kunwari, ikaw, bago ka nagkaroon ng jowa, napakabagal mong pumilos, ang dami mong tsatsibareche, ang dami mong ginagawa, ang bagal ka, you're always prepare at the last minute. Okay, tapos hindi ka marunong mag-planning, you don't foresee what might happen in terms of circumstances. So, lagi ka nalilate. Okay, tapos pinagbibigyan ka lang ng mga tao. Tapos yung naging jowa mo, sobrang yun nga, katulad ko, no, na kailangan hindi nalilate, sobrang kailangan, importante yung you value time, you respect the other person's yung effort niya na makipagkita sa'yo on time or even way ahead of time. Okay? So, siguro when you think about it, hindi naman masama na baguhin mo yung bad habit mo na lagi kang late. Kasi nga, maaaring pagsimulan nyo ng away ninyong dalawa. Kasi siya, lagi siyang on time, nire-respeto niya lagi yung oras mo. So, mararamdaman niya, parang binabastos mo siya, hindi mo siya pinapahalagahan. Kasi nga, lagi kang ang late. Okay, it shows that you do not value his or her time. Okay, so, diba, napaka-basic nun eh. It's a basic form of respect. Okay, when you are punctual. Okay, so siguro naman, on the other end of that relationship, kung ako naman yung sobrang, lagi akong, never ako nalilate, baka naman siguro hindi din ako mag-demand na dahil alam ko ang partner ko is sanay ng laging late, hindi ko rin siya i-demand na kailangan dumating ka ng 2 hours early. Hindi naman gano'n, no? Yung realistic. Or maybe we can discuss about how we can, yun nga, compromise, no? So, kunwari, ano ka ba? Are you a morning person? Night person ka ba? Kung ako ang hilig-hilig kong mag-set ng date or meeting ng alas 9 ng umaga, pero natutulog pa yung partner ko noon, di ba? Hindi din tama yun, no? So, nag-a-adjust din ako on that note. Okay, so yun. So, isang example yun ng bad habit. Okay? And speaking of habits, idadagdag ko rin yung ano dyan. Ano bang example dito? Okay, health. Pasok natin yung health. So, kunwari, bago ako nagkaroon ng jowa, malakas kang mag-yosi. Yan, tapos well ka to the max. I mean, okay lang yun kung ang magiging partner mo in life ay pareho kayo ng bisyo, di ba? Pareho kayong may cirrhosis kasi well kayo ng well. O kaya pareho kayong may lung cancer kasi nga may kayong mag-yo. Okay, pero yun, paano kung ang naging partner mo ay clean living, hindi siya nag-yosi, hindi siya umiinom, or just a social drinker? Okay? So, ano ba yung bad? Yung umiinom o hindi umiinom? I mean, siguro naman, kahit na marami pang haters out there, no? You have to take it from me kasi ako, I used to be a heavy smoker. Nakakaubos ako ng 1.5 packs of Marlboro Reds. And then, I quit. Okay, so I know, for sure, and science backs me up in this, na mas healthy talaga yung hindi ka nag-yoyosi, wala kang cigarette, tobacco, nicotine in your system. Okay? So, in that case, itag natin si pagyoyosi at pagwawalwal na bad habit or bad health habit. So, siguro, maaaring, yun nga, na mag-compromise kayo. So, pwede mong sabihin sa kanya, kasi love, ako medyo naging buhay ko na yung makinginom ako talaga eh. So, pwede bang bawasan ko na lang instead of isang case, 5 bottles na lang ako a day. Pero sana naman, samahan mo naman ako kahit isang bote lang. Okay. Now, yung nasa kabilang end ng conversation na yun, siguro that effort din siya, no? Kahit pa konti-konti, yung patikim-tikim, okay? Or, you know, hindi din naman required. Pero it would be nice if you could share things together. Okay? And speaking of sharing things together, I want to go to my third example. Okay? So, that is your interests and hobbies. Okay? Kasi, sabi ko nga sa beginning nung vlog, hindi ka talaga nakakakita usually ng perfect fit na pareho kayo ng gusto, ng likes, ng habits, ng behaviors, ng interests. Ganyan. So, kanima ikaw, ang hilig mo lang mag-ML, kaya mag-PS5. Ganyan. Tapos, yung partner mo, napaka-cultured yan, mahilig magpunta sa mga play, musical, nagpupunta sa mga art gallery, na talagang hindi mo gusto. Tapos siya, hindi niya rin gusto yung mga video games and all. Okay? Going back to the concept of compromise, hindi pag-usapan ninyo, mag-set kayo ng day na siya, sasamahan mo siya. At kunwari, sa isang musical, o halimbawa, manood kayo ng isang play sa Resorts World or sa Soler, ganyan. O dati yun, ngayon kasi dahil pandemic, wala naman masyado. O wala naman at all. Okay? Or siguro, yan, ngayon, pandemic, o magkasama kayo sa bahay, o di, manood kayo ng sa YouTube, meron yung The Shows Must Go On, yung mga Broadway shows. O, pero sabihin mo sa kanya na, love, do not expect me to love it, or to like it, no? But I'm going to give it a try, just so I will see what it's all about and what you like about it. And then, please don't get mad at me if I ask you some questions. Okay, but I will try my best na hindi ako matulog doon sa musical na Cats. Ganyan. Ngayon siya naman, kailangan din mag-try din siya. Ipakita mo sa kanya kung ano ba yung concept nitong ganitong something of valor. Sorry, hindi kasi ako naglalaro ng ML, no? Although naging model ako ng TVC for Mobile Legends. Na kunwari ako yung coach. Okay, so kailangan siya naman pakita din siya ng a little bit of interest, no? At the very least, hindi naman niya kailangan magustuhan yung mga gusto mo, okay? And that being said, I think the baseline here is you guys don't need to like each other's likes and interests and hobbies. Kaya at the very least, be civil, ipakita mo sa kanya na gusto kong makita kung what it's all about, okay? And then if it's not for me, it's not for me. Pero, yun nga, wag mo namang ipakita sa kanya na ayoko talaga niyan or that I hate what you're doing. Okay? So, yun yung essence ng compromise in terms of your interests and habits. Or, sorry, hobbies. So, tatlo na yung ibinigay kong examples, no? Let me give you a fourth example still about habits. So, kunwari, nag-aano kayo, you decided to live together. Kasi usong-uso yan, lalo na sa States, yung binibigyan ng susi na move in with me. Napaka-monumental sa kanila nun. Pero dito, ayun nga, no? So, I don't know here in the Philippines if it's as dramatic and monumental as in the United States. So, kunwari, you decided to cohabitate or live together. Meron mga domestic habits na sanay ka sa bahay mo when you were single or when you were living with your parents na maaaring bad habit yon. So, halimbawa, isa kang nuknukan ka ng tamad, burara sa laula. Oh, no! Yung alam mo yung bago ka maligo, yung mga damit mo, itatapon mo lang sa sahig. Okay, tapos yung basa mo na towel pagkagaling mo ng shower, yung papatong mo dun sa kama with the fresh bed sheets. Okay, tapos yung galing ka nga sa CR, alam mo yung basang-basa ng tubig yung sahig. Okay, tapos yung partner mo, medyo may pagka-OC, obsessive-compulsive. Yung tipong pag binuksan mo yung aparador niya, talagang color-coded, no? May lahat ng pula, light colored, dark colored, tapos naka-fold siya in a certain way. Siguro, para hindi siya mag-mix ng mga fights ninyo, compromise, no? So itong si Ok, medyo mag-ease out siya ng konti, na hindi pwedeng para siyang cleanliness and order Nazi, na kada pagkakamali mo, bilang burara ka nga at sa laula, talagang tatalakangan na niya or bubangangaan na niya. Pero, ngayon nga, konting bawas siguro doon sa pagiging OC. And I know that that's difficult because I was obsessive-compulsive for a long time na everything had to be in order. So, I had to learn how to adjust kasi nga nasistress ako pag nakakakita ako na may nalaglag na may t-shirt na hindi nakaayos properly dun sa hamper. Okay? So ngayon, doon naman sa partner mo na ikaw naman na partner na burara, na lazy ass, na salaula. So, mag-adjust ka naman ng konti, no? Change for the better. The better habit would be, siguro naman, it wouldn't kill you to pick up your shirt or i-shoot mo siya dun sa hamper kaysa iiwanan mo lang siya sa sahig. No? So, talk about house rules, about hygiene, guidelines in the house na medyo realistic and doable for the two of you para hindi kayo mag-aaway dahil dun sa difference ninyo in terms of domestic cohabitating habits. Another example that I can think of is yung papaano ka nakikipag-away or nakikipag-argue. You might need to change that habit, okay, or that behavior. Kasi, kunwari, ikaw, walkout queen ka. Yung the minute that you sense a misunderstanding or samaan ng loob, you clam up, you shut the world out or your partner in particular, tapos mag-walk out ka or sasarado mo yung pinto, magkukulong ka sa kwarto, things like that. Tapos yung partner mo naman, confrontational. And let's make matters worse. Hindi lang siya basta-basta confrontational, talagang medyo bungangera pa at saka masakit magsalita. Okay? Ay, so pag ganun, talagang hindi kayo compatible. So, set a compromise. Okay? So, itong si walkout queen, sabihan niya yung partner niya na confrontational na, sige, every time na magkakaroon tayo ng misunderstanding or di pagkakasundo or away, I really would need some time, no? But I promise I will keep those me time shorter. Sa halip na mag-overnight ako sa mommy and daddy ko or sa mga best friends ko, I will keep it to a maximum of 4 hours, di ba? Para lang, ayoko lang din kasi love na mag-aaway tayo dahil parang mainit yung ulo natin. So gusto ko lang na magpalamig, mag-isip, tapos saka tayo mag-usap. Okay lang ba sa'yo yun? Yung up to 4 hours ako mawawala, hindi kita kakausapin. Okay? So yun yung kay Mr. or Miss Walkout. Okay? O ngayon, ito naman si confrontational. Ganun din. So sabihin mo, ang compromise mo dun is, sige, pag nag-away tayo, importante kasi sa akin, yung wag nating tulugan ang away na kailangan natin pag-usapan. So sige, I will promise not to push you against a wall. Okay? Not literally, I will promise not to pressure you to talk to me immediately or in the heat of the moment para lang din hindi tayo mag-clash, especially kapag tayo ay mainit ang mga ulo natin. Okay? So, dadagdagan ko lang yan yung tungkol dun sa away. Siguro idadagdag ko dun yung behavior na, halimbawa, ikaw sobra nuk-nukan ka ng seryoso. Okay? Kung ayan ang ugali mo, siguro tingnan mo yung partner mo. No? So, yung partner mo ba, meron ba siyang ginawa or meron ba siyang history with you to warrant yung pagiging nega mo, pagiging doubtful mo, pagiging dudera mo, pagiging selosa mo sa kanya? Ngayon, kung wala naman siyang ginawa, to you, I mean, your current partner may have fooled around with his or her ex, pero that doesn't mean na gagawin niya yun sa'yo per se. So, ang sinasabi ko lang, kunwari, nagkasama na kayo for a few months or a few years, tapos never naman siyang nagloko sa'yo, okay, to the best of your knowledge and belief. So, bakit ka magpapaka-dudera or magpapaka-doubtful or seloso kung wala namang premise? So, I guess, yun lang sinasabi ko, no? So, make certain adjustments, make certain compromises in terms of your behavior, in terms of the interaction that you have, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga bagay na maaaring pinanggagalingan ng inyong mga misunderstandings or ng mga away. Last na. Siguro ito medyo crossover to dun sa you shouldn't change and what you may change. Siguro yung ano ba yung plans mo for the future? Kasi let's face it, bago mo na-meet itong current partner mo na supposedly the love of your life, meron kang mga plano for your life, no? Magtatrabaho ka sa Dubai, tatrabaho ka sa Singapore, okay? Or you're gonna take a master's or a PhD in this course, okay? Tapos, bigla siyang dumating, okay, while you were in the course of achieving all of these things. Okay? Kung ngayon, I'm not saying you have to change, put on hold, or forget, talikuran, yung mga plano na yun, pangarap na yun sa buhay mo. But maybe it is time that, dahil hindi ka na alone hindi ka na alone in the relationship, you may need to review or take a look back or i-reassess mo kung ito bang mga plano mo na to ay meron ba siyang value na maidadagdag sa relasyon and or to you as a person joining in that relationship. That's one consideration that you might want to think. Okay? Kasi halimbawa, yun nga, balak mong magtrabaho sa ibang bansa. Okay? You wanna build a life in the United States. Okay? Tapos yung partner mo, dito siya naka-base, meron siyang practice dito, kunwari doktor siya dito or I don't know, something. Tapos he doesn't believe in long distance relationship. You might wanna have to discuss who adjusts. Kasi obviously, merong isa talaga na mag-a-adjust. Diba yung classic na, yung husband, traditionally, siya yung nagtatrabaho, tapos yung asawang, yung babae, siya yung nasa bahay, kahit na lawyer pa yan. Okay? So, I'm not saying magpaka-traditional ka na ikaw yung mag-adjust all the time. Again, invoking the concept of compromise. Pag-usapan ninyo, no, kung ano yung makabubuti sa inyong dalawa. O ngayon, in that example, kung you don't want to give up on your dream. Okay, tapos talagang non-negotiable mo yun di ba? Kailangan mo siyang masunod. Kaya tapos yung partner mo, hindi ka niya masuportahan or hindi siya aalis ng Pilipinas para samahan ka sa Amerika, kunwari. Baka hindi kayo yung right fit for each other. Or maaaring, for now, maghiwalay muna siguro kayo, tapos tapusin mo lahat ng mga pangarap mo, and then, maybe there'll be no falling. Mali mo naman, pagbalik mo dito sa Pilipinas na ikaw ay meron ka ng double doctorate at na-achieve mo na yung mga pangarap mo, tapos siya single naman pala ulit, maybe it will work out that time around, no? So, yun yung mga medyo fairy tale-ish and pang love story na rom-com or cheesy flicks. Okay? So, yun. Pag-usapan ninyo yun, pati yung, yun nga, moving to another place, and when you move to another place, baka maaaring magbago ka ng trabaho kasi kailangan mo mag-adjust din sa partner mo. Okay? So, pag-usapan ninyong mabuti ang future because especially kung talagang sa palagay mo ay this is the person that you foresee yourself spending the rest of your life with. Kasi hindi pwedeng saka nyo siya problemahin eh. Kasi if that's your future, dapat kung nakapag-decide ka sa isip mo at sa puso mo right now that this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, as early as now, kailangan nagsa-start na kayong magplano for your future, make adjustments if necessary, and at the very least, discuss what you have planned for your future. So that ends my special Valentine's Day edition of my vlog. So from here in Orion, Bataan, I wish that all of you are safe, healthy, happy, loved, and not feeling alone or lonely this Valentine's Day. I will see you in my future vlogs. This is PJ Bentong.
If you like this video, please click like, share it on your social media, and if you haven't yet, click subscribe and that bell.